happening. We're leaving Las Vegas, but we'll be back again. We're making our way towards Arizona, and our first stop is going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Definitely feeling all kinds of emotions. I'm really excited. I'm a little sad. Mostly stressed out. I just want to make sure that we get there well, and you know, my rabbit's okay. She's in the back and hopefully sleeping now. And I've just got my fingers crossed that everything is smooth and we make it there with no problems. So just taking it a day at a time. Well, last night we slept in our living room on our couch. We weren't taking our couches with us. They're just old, so we slept on the couches and then we threw them out because tomorrow's both picked up for our proper place. So, oh, there's Lake Mead. Oh, am I getting it in the shot? Lake Mead. They came to pick up the pod this morning, and then we just kind of finished up cleaning a little bit of our house. We packed up the car. We should get to New Mexico in about 8.5 hours. Well, at least to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think somewhere over here is the way to Hoover Dam. That was the very first video I did. Kind of the end of our series of Las Vegas is ending at the Hoover Dam. Technically.
We're going to be driving over.
Kind of. This is the Memorial Bridge. And so just right down there is Hoover Dam, and this is that bridge where at the very end of my video I was like really shaky because we are actually extremely high up right now going over Hoover Dam. Can't see anything though. But I'll link that video in the corner if you would like to view it. And here we go. We are entering Arizona. The Grand Canyon State welcomes us. I'm kind of surprised by all this green. We are currently in Arizona. We passed Ash Fork not too long ago, and Flagstaff, Arizona is about like 30-40 miles ahead. It was like really flat, you know, extremely flat just a moment ago, and then all of a sudden, boom, looks like we're in a forest. I'm so excited to see this sign in person. Oh, here it is! And there it went. We stopped at a place called Speedy's. It's a truck stop. And just one more mile down the road, we're gonna finally be entering New Mexico. I felt like we were in Arizona forever. It's like 8:30, 8 o'clock right now?
8:10.
8:10. We were hoping to be at each place around 8, 9, but we got a late start today. Good morning, Albuquerque. We are pretty much all packed up, ready to go. And this is our day 2 of driving, and the next destination is Decatur, Texas, which is really close to, it looked like Dallas, like right before Dallas, Texas. And it's a 8.5 hour drive, but we'll probably be stopping, you know, a good 3 or 4 times like yesterday, which made it a good 9.5 hours. So I'm ready for this ride. Hopefully we see a little more things on this leg of the adventure. Interesting fact about New Mexico, they have more cows than people are residing here. That road that he's driving on is the original Route 66. We've been by it like this whole time. Sometimes State 40 turns into Route 66, but for the most part, the original route is right next to the interstate. It's been really fun getting to see a lot of the Route 66 signs and things. I wish that we can stop, but maybe some other time we'll do that. You are now leaving New Mexico, land of Enchantment, and here we are. Welcome to Texas.
Howdy, Texas.
You think we'll get to see the basement of the Alamo?
The basement.
What? No basement in the Alamo? Howdy y'all, welcome to Donley County Safety Rest Area. These facilities are located in a land rich with history of early ranchers and settlers. Good morning, Louisiana. We're in Monroe, Louisiana. There's this park right next to our hotel that we're gonna venture through. So I think I skipped a day. I think the last time I was filming, we might have just left New Mexico into Texas. Basically, it was just a really long drive. We're supposed to do 8.5 hours every day, but it's been about 10, just for whatever reason. And when we got to the hotel in Texas, Decatur, Texas, we were just completely worn out. I kind of hit a wall. I was feeling really down. My rabbit wasn't feeling good that day. Eddie was really tired of, driving. Our booties were hurting. So we decided to break up our drive for the rest of the way. We were supposed to end up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi last night, and then from Hattiesburg to Orlando, but we decided to do 5 hours to Louisiana. Today we're gonna do 5 hours to Mobile, Alabama, and then from there 7 hours to Orlando. So it's been an interesting ride. Yesterday was a lot easier. I mean, it still took us like 7 hours rather than the 5.5, but it was a lot better. I'm glad that we decided to do that. The drive from Texas to Louisiana was really nice. Just easy. Actually, let me scratch that. In Texas, it was pretty rough. There was a lot of traffic going through Fort Worth and Dallas. But once we got out of that area, the drive was really pretty. Basically just green and open the whole time. The sound of the bugs are so, like, it's creepy sounding. It's like spooky. The sign says, "This is the most unusual park with an interesting history." It's an urban wetlands park that also functions as a floodwater detention basin. After this site was mined out in the 1970s, it was used by many people in the area to illegally dump all manner of trash and refuse. Then the city of West Monroe purchased the land in 1989 and began plans to develop the property as a floodwater detention and recreation area. Tomorrow to Orlando. We are currently in Jackson, Mississippi, or around Jackson, Mississippi, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is literally how we've been eating this whole trip. So the rabbit is right behind me in a cage. She's like hiding, and I think hopefully she's trying to sleep. They're nocturnal, so they sleep during the day, so we've been traveling during the hours that she sleeps. But when we stop to eat or when we stop to go to the bathroom or anything, we have to leave the car running, so the air conditioner is on for her. And so this is how we've been eating. We go in like one at a time and grab the food or go through a drive-thru, and we really wanted to try either a po' boy, which we couldn't find in this street that we're on, or I guess, is this like a highway? What do you even...
Yeah, I guess so.
This is the way basically to Alabama, and we found this little like barbecue place, so we got some brisket and what was it?
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork barbecue and fried okra. It's pretty good. I wanted to show you guys why this whole trip has been basically in the car until we get to the hotel, and then we get to get up and stretch our legs a little bit. Luckily, we split up our days a little bit more, so now we have a little bit more time to relax and walk around. Like, we got to go walk through that park today, and hopefully we'll get to our next destination before 6 p.m. In Mobile, Alabama, we just left our hotel and we're heading towards Florida. Florida is about an hour in front of us. And then Orlando is about 7 hours. We did it! Woohoo! Oh.
One eternity later.
That was one heck of an experience. We had a 5-day drive, 4 nights. We made it in Orlando. We also found our rental, but we're now home. We spent a whole week at the hotel, and yesterday we got the keys to our rental. And we moved in some of our stuff, finally getting into a little routine. Like I went to the gym, Eddie went to work already, and now it's just finding my bearings. It's weird being in an area where you don't know where absolutely anything is. Bunny's okay, she settled into the new place too. And well, welcome to Orlando, welcome to Florida. This will be an interesting adventure for sure. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on this week's adventure. We made it safe, we're ready for Orlando. Please subscribe for more adventures. Patreon and Instagram links will be in the description box below. Take time to explore your town and we'll see you later.